Okay, so no Crystal Dawn culinary course will be complete without a raw dessert recipe. If you're new here, you might not know that raw desserts are kind of my thing. I've been making them for a long time. I used to sell them at farmers markets. It was the very first online course that I ever released. And I have a major sweet tooth. I love dessert, especially chocolate. And I'm so excited to show you this really simple raw dessert recipe today. We're going to be making a lemon white chocolate tart. The reason why I love raw desserts so much is because they're so nutritious. They contain a lot of nutrients, so you're getting health benefits as well as not having to feel guilty about eating sweets. We're going to be using real whole foods. We're going to be making ingredients from scratch, and everything in this recipe is going to be good for you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to make the coconut milk. So we're just going to make a simple homemade coconut milk because at Crystal Dawn Culinary, we like to make all of our ingredients from scratch. I'm not going to buy boxed coconut milk filled with all of these fillers and thickeners. We're going to make our own with some healthy ingredients. So we're just going to be using some medium desiccated coconut, which is medium shred coconut, as well as some sunflower lecithin powder. Now, sunflower lecithin is going to help emulsify the ingredients, the fats and the liquids, so that they emulsify together and they don't separate. You'll notice if you don't use the lecithin powder when the coconut milk is sitting in the fridge, that the fat and the liquid will separate. Well, if you use the lecithin, it won't. It's going to be nice, thick, and creamy. We're also going to be using lecithin in our tart recipe to add some extra creaminess. Lecithin powder is a health supplement. It's really good for your liver and brain health. You actually get it in the supplement aisle in a store, or you can get it online. I'm going to show you which brand that I recommend. So this is the brand that I use. It's called the Now brand, sunflower lecithin powder, and you can just get this on Amazon. So I like to store it in the fridge because it is high fat. So I like to put it in the fridge, and that's usually where it's stored in the vitamin store. Okay, well, let's just get right into it. Super simple. We just need a blender. We're just going to blend up the medium shred coconut and the water. Now, what's great about this recipe is you can play around with the different ratios to get the consistency that you want. So we're making a coconut milk. We're going to be using 4 cups of water to 1 cup of medium shred coconut. If I wanted to make a coconut cream, all you would do is you would decrease the water by half. So you would use only 2 cups of water instead of 4 cups of water. And just play around with the ratios to figure out the consistency that you like. We're going to make a full batch of coconut milk because I always have coconut milk in the fridge for my smoothies. This is my go-to plant-based milk because it's really easy and it's nut free. Now what you want to do with any plant-based milks and the coconut milk is you want to blend it for only 30 seconds. That's all it needs. And already it looks nice and thick and creamy, but we're going to strain this through a nut milk bag because we want to remove the pulp. So I have a nut milk bag here. They're really easy to get. You can get them on Amazon. And you want to use a bowl with a spout on it so that you can pour out the milk. So this one has a spout. It's just a baking or a mixing bowl. And I'm just going to squeeze the water and the coconut milk out of the nut milk bag here. And what's amazing is you can use the coconut pulp for so many things. I use it for cakes. I use it for cookies. It makes the most fluffiest raw cakes. You can dehydrate it and blend it, use it in recipes. You can add it to granola. So don't throw away the pulp. There's so many things you can do with it. If you don't use the pulp right away, you can freeze it. I have a ton of frozen coconut pulp in the freezer and it will last up to a month. So here we have our beautiful creamy coconut milk. So now I'm just going to add it into my mason jar here, because this is how I'm going to store it in the fridge, and we're going to use this for our recipes. So we're going to use the coconut milk in our white chocolate frosting as well as in the lemon tart filling. And look at how thick and creamy that looks. So as you can see, the lecithin powder just made it extra creamy. It looks delicious. So from here, you can also flavor it if you like, but I like to use it plain as a base in my recipes. And then I'm going to use the rest in my smoothies. So I'm going to put this in the fridge until we're ready to use it, and I'll see you in the next video.